Hello folks, today I'd like to showcase a brand new Atlas strategy. Basically the idea here is that we're using the fact that we can now get multiple pages to our advantage to boost either the left side or the right side of the tree. So I'd like to call this strategy a right side swap or a left side swap strategy. I'm going to showcase today the right side swap strategy because I think the right side of the Atlas tree is a little bit better. So let's get right into it. Okay, so first things first, there's a lot of changes made to the way that scarabs work, and that's basically what this strategy is based around. Getting scarabs only for the right side of the tree, and then swapping between the different content on the right side of the tree to make use of the scarabs that you're getting. So that one of the biggest changes, and that this is the one that made me think of this, is that these nodes here were changed. It used to be that they would just block the content on the left side, but now it blocks the content and the scarabs from dropping. So this one here bans Ritual, this one here bans Blight, this one here bans Ultimatum, and this one bans Delirium. And this one doesn't actually have any scarabs having to do with it, so we can actually leave that one open, so it's fine. All right, so how does this strategy work then? Well, what we do is all three trees kind of have a similar structure. So they all come up over through here, they all pick up the scarab nodes. And if I just type in scarab here, you can kind of see where they are. So the best scarab nodes are here, 12% increased scarabs found in your maps. Here, which is unique monsters in your maps have 200% increased chance to drop scarabs. Here, which is rare monsters in your maps have 50% increased chance to drop scarabs per monster modifier affecting them. And then scarabs in your maps are more likely to be less common, and final map boss in each map has 25% chance to drop an additional scarab. Okay, so we're going to have three different trees. All of them will focus on a different content, but all three of them will have all of those scarab nodes picked up. So this is one of the trees. This is another one of the trees here. And this is another one of the trees. And I'll put links to the trees in the description so you can take a look at them more closely. But so okay, so let's say we start off with this one, and this is going to be my league start tree. What are we doing? Well, we're taking all of the expedition nodes, okay? All of the expedition nodes and all the June nodes. So this one is a June expedition focused tree, and then the only other things that it takes are scarabs. So it goes all in on scarabs, June, and expedition. Then this one here goes all in on harvest and Nico. So that way I can get some harvest juice and delve juice. This is the juice tree, okay? So again, same thing, goes all in on scarabs, and then we get harvest nodes as well. So you just pick up all the harvest nodes. By the way, all three of these trees, I'm taking this cartography node here because I think that that'll help with map sustain early on. But you could maybe drop this later on if you want to like have a higher chance of getting like the scarabs for the content that you're doing. All right, so that's the second tree, and then the third tree is all in on Abyss. Okay, and the reason I chose these three leagues is because I think that Expedition, Harvest, and Abyss are the three best leagues on the right side of the tree. And so basically, with this entire left side being blocked, the only scarabs that will show up are the scarabs that are good on the right side of the tree. And then I'll just cycle between those three pages as I progress through maps. So this is kind of more of like an end game strat to a certain extent because you need to be able to have all three pages to do it. So what would it actually look like? Basically, you would start off with your first page. You would do, like, let's say, a 10 stack of expedition scarabs, right? You'd throw them in. You'd do your 10 maps. Then you would click your swap tree. You would put all your harvest scarabs in that you've picked up. You would do your 10 maps. Then you would swap it again. You would put all of your abyss scarabs in that you picked up. You would do your 10 maps. By that point, you've done 30 maps. And you've probably got enough scarabs to start at the beginning again and put the scarabs in for the expedition tree, right? So this is kind of like an ecosystem of self-sustain on scarabs and content that's specific to one side of the tree. So I think this is going to be a really interesting way to start. Again, this is my league start page because I want to get June at the beginning and get all my like bench crafts unlocked. And then also because I find really good success with ROG at the beginning of the league, like self-crafting gear. But you could do, you could like make this for your own purposes instead of doing like, Expedition, Harvest, and Abyss. Maybe let's say you hate one of those. Well, you could put Essence on as well, because there's a good Essence node right here, which gets more Essence Scarabs, and then you could go all in on Essences as well, or something like that, right? Because Essences aren't blocked here either. Or you could go Breach, or Legion, or Harbinger. But personally, I don't like those leagues as much as the 3 that I chose, so that's kind of like why I chose the 3 I did for my right side swap setup. So tell me what you think in the comments. Do you like the idea of a right side swap or a left side swap Atlas strategy? Do you think there's going to be any problems with this? Personally, I think that this is going to be a really interesting way to kind of self-sustain your scarabs and hyper-focus in on specific content. So thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you like the video. And yeah, see you next time.